Hi, I'm Matt Kapp, the lead artist on Binding of Isaac Rebirth and the creator of Castle in Darkness, and I listen to the One Up podcast.
Hello, Andy. This is Colin. I won't be able to get in tonight. I'm sweating like a pig. I'm sweating like a pig.
Still David, still One Up Gaming. It's just me, isn't it? Episode 392 of the One Up Gaming podcast. So this is where we talk about, I think we've got about 10 games to talk about and a movie. So that's pretty cool. I like talking about crap. And there's a couple of crap things on here. There's a few that are actually quite good. There's one that I'm going to ask people how the hell I messed up so badly on. But I guess we'll go straight into the biggest game at the time, Dead Island 2. I know it came out end of last year, but it's just come out on the Game Pass. And I loved the graphics of it. I loved how the zombies deform when you hit them and things break away and chunks come out of them. It looks amazing. I felt as though the gameplay is very similar to the original Dead Island game, which some people might see as a hindrance, but I quite enjoyed. You know, go here, go there, pick this up, do that, and just hit a load of shit. And it's quite fun, and I really enjoyed it. So Dead Island 2, I thought Dan Buster did a mint job of the game. It was in sort of like a massive hindrance with the developers over the last few years, but Dan Buster came in, finished the game, and they've done really well. Good on you. So Dead Island 2, great game. Second game is Nova Core Chaos. Now this one is a top-down strategy puzzle game, party game, up to 4 players, where you choose one of 4 or 5 robots, can't remember now, and each robot has a different skill that you can use during the actual game. And it's a bit like the Burger Time sort of games, where people come up to the actual bottom of the screen and they tell you what they want. Then you have to go and make that. Either get the metal, crush it down, put it into the furnace, come back out of it, mix it with something else or other things. I could see with you and a few friends it could be quite fun playing locally, but me on my own, I just kind of gave up, to be honest. It looks quite nice. It's not the most cutting edge graphically, but as a little party game, it's quite fun. So look at the trailer. If you think it could be quite good, download it and play that game. So next up, we have Solar System Simulator. Now this one, I don't think it's officially out just yet, but we got sent a code and I was messing about with it. It's not really a game, but I do love the fact that you can set the game up and create your own like solar system, and everything works in physics, and you can speed it right up to have thousands of years, and you can see where all the planets go, and you can watch things collide and explode, and it looks really nice. It played well on my little PC, and if it plays on my PC, it'll play on anything. So Solar System Simulator, more of just a little mess around tool rather than an actual game, but it looked nice and it played okay. So back to the proper games, Bio Inc. Redemption. Now, I'm going to make a fool of myself now because I've completely forgotten the name of it. But about 8 years ago now, a game came out on mobile that eventually came out on the old PlayStation 3, maybe PlayStation 4, and the Xbox sort of games. And this was, you are a person trying to contaminate the world with a virus. You create a name for the virus, you send it out into the world, add more symptoms, add more things, trying to wipe out as many people as you can. This is a similar game to that, apart from it is just a human body that you have to try and cripple and kill. And I love this game so much. I love the concept of it. It's just weird. And you also have the opposite side of things, where you are trying to save the person by seeing what symptoms they've got and seeing what cures that need to happen to save the patient. Great little game. I really enjoyed it. Bio Inc. Redemption, good game. Then we have European Super League on the PS1. Now this game it actually played quite well on the PS1 and the Dreamcast, and I'd ever guess the PC. And it looked nice, it played nice. It's just one of those games where when you pass the ball, it doesn't like auto go to the player, it goes to the space where you have to move the player into. And because I haven't played this game for like 20 years probably, give or take, it's one of those games where when you are just picking it up to have a go at, you don't pass to your colleagues, you just pass randomly, and it just doesn't feel good. But once you get used to passing to space and moving and stuff, I can see it being really quite good. But because of that, it just wasn't my sort of game. So unfortunately, like the European Super League of the last few years, it's just not good. Not a good idea. So next up we played LiberoGrande. And this one is, it's a bit like the, I don't know if it's like the FIFA of PES, the one where it's like beer pro mode, where you control as one player on the team, and it was that one viewpoint of you running around the pitch, kicking and shooting and stuff, tackling. This is that, but it was on the PS1. It was, I think it was originally an arcade game back in the day. It actually plays quite well, but unlike the FIFA games and the PES games, you don't really play as the position, so you don't get scored like minuses for coming out of position and getting like losing the ball and things like that. I don't know why I'm playing with the wall, but it's one of those games where you literally have to just run around after the ball and kick and shoot and do everything to get good scores. And I can understand why that would be. It's an old game, and they were probably thinking no one would play it if you were just a centre back and just had to sit in the position and not move. But other than that, it's good, it's chunky, really good graphics for the time, and I loved it. I thought it was like really fast and smooth, and I just enjoyed the time with the game. So the next game is called Times and Galaxy. Now this game, I've got wrote down closed beta. I mean, I don't know why it'd be a beta. Oh, sorry, if I'm American, a beta, which I hate it when they say beta, because it's like it's a BE. You don't. It's not a BA. But anyway, Times in Galaxy. It's a side-scrolling point-and-click adventure sort of game. It's you are a robot with feelings. The first ever robot with feelings. It's a like a reporter, and you have to like look into things and sort of like see how things happen. And it seemed good. I liked the writing. I liked the gist of the game. Seemed quite funny. Yeah, there's a video of that up on our YouTube channel, so have a look at that. We also played Biker Mice from Mars. This one's for the PS2. Now, if you've got a Super Nintendo, then the Biker Mice from Mars on that is amazing. It's very much like rock and roll racing, like the isometric sort of viewpoint over the head, and you shooty, racy, and it's great. This one's more of a behind the guy, going into the screen like Crash Bandicoot, shooting and doing stuff on the bike as you're racing through levels. In my own mind, it's not as good, but I love the Biker Mice from Mars. I really want to see like a full-grown movie of it. I think it'd be cool. So next up, we have Theme Park World. Now, I played this on the PS2. I've never really heard of Theme Park World. I loved Theme Park on like the Sega Saturn. I guess I'd have played it on, and it was amazing. I loved it. And this Theme Park World, I think it's all full 3D now, so all the stuff's in 3D, so you can rotate around and do stuff. But I mean, I can't remember. Like did it come out on the PS1? I can't remember. If it did, I might have played it, because I played a few games on the PS1. I skipped the PS2 kind of because I got into the Xbox, which is weird because like everyone else is like, everyone's had a PS2. No, I've only just recently got back into it. So yeah, Theme Park World. From what I played, it was very, very similar to the old Theme Park game. I guess they just like made it look a little bit better and made it run smoother. But yeah, Theme Park World, really good little game. And the last game that we played this week was Virtua Pro Football. So this is like I think it's the team who made 90 Minutes on the Dreamcast. When the Dreamcast stopped being manufactured, I guess Sega just said, right, make another football game using the engine, but call it Virtua, just so it blends in with some of our big names. And from what I played of it, it looked good. It played alright. The problem I had with it, which hopefully one of you guys will be able to let me know, whenever I received the ball, the camera zoomed right in and it wouldn't let me move. I could only like shield the ball and I could pass it. But every time I received the ball, it kept doing that. Now, I was tapping all the buttons on the pad and I couldn't work out how to stop it doing that. I've watched some videos where it doesn't do that. So I don't know what I've done and what... I just don't know. But I did like the graphics. I thought they were quite cool. Some of the player faces actually look really, really good. I mean, I was really impressed with that. So that's all the games we've been playing this week. A special mention to a movie, and that was The Spaceman. And I'd never heard of this before, but it's a newish movie with Adam Sandler. There we go. I knew it had come to me eventually. And watching it's one of those movies where you can tell it's a really, really low budget movie, but the acting, the script, the story is really compelling, and I really, really enjoyed it. I fell in love with his little friend. I won't go into any details, but I thought it was amazing. I really loved it. And yeah, so if you've got, I think it's on Netflix. If you've got Netflix, give it a go. The Spaceman. I thought it was really cool. So it's been me, David, One Up Gaming, for episode 392 of the Games Played This Week section. We'll have a quick break and we'll be back with more.